There's a weight that settles in when disappointment stops feeling like an event and starts feeling like a way of life. Maybe you've been there, where hoping feels dangerous, where you've learned to expect less just to protect your heart from breaking again. When the job doesn't come through, when relationships don't work out, when prayers seem to go unanswered, and slowly, quietly, you begin to accept that maybe this is just how things are for you. If that's where you find yourself today, I want you to know that your heart is seen, your weariness is understood, and there are words of hope written especially for seasons like this. Listen to these words from Isaiah chapter 61. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. Beauty for ashes, what a profound exchange. You know, ashes represent what's left after something has burned down, after something has ended, after loss has had its way. And if you're living in disappointment, you know about ashes. You know about the residue left behind when dreams don't materialize, when promises fall through, when life doesn't unfold the way you hoped it would. But here, in this tender verse, God doesn't dismiss your ashes. He doesn't tell you to just get over them or pretend they don't exist. Instead, he offers an exchange: beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, a garment of praise for that heavy spirit you've been carrying. This isn't about pretending everything is fine when it's not. This is about a God who sees your disappointment and offers to transform it into something beautiful. The oil of joy for mourning, not fake happiness, not forced positivity, but genuine joy that can coexist with your reality. It's the kind of joy that doesn't depend on circumstances changing, but on the unchanging character of the one who loves you. And that garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, imagine setting down that weight you've been carrying, that expectation that things will probably go wrong, and being clothed instead with something light, something that lifts rather than burdens. The verse goes on to say that this transformation makes you like trees of righteousness, planted by the Lord. Trees don't grow overnight. They sink deep roots, they weather storms, they grow slowly and steadily. Even in seasons of drought, even when the wind blows hard, they remain planted. This is what God is doing in your life, even in the disappointment. He's planting you, establishing you, growing you into something strong and beautiful. Your disappointments don't disqualify you from God's goodness. They don't mean you're forgotten or that hope is foolish. Sometimes our ashes are the very soil from which God grows something more beautiful than we could have imagined. That job you didn't get might have protected you from a path that wasn't meant for you. That relationship that ended might have cleared the way for something healthier. That prayer that seemed unanswered might be answered in a way you haven't recognized yet. I'm not saying disappointment doesn't hurt. It does. I'm not saying you should be grateful for pain. You don't have to be. But I am saying that your story isn't over. The God who promises beauty for ashes is still writing your story, still working in ways you can't see, still planning good things for your future. When disappointment has become your normal, it can be hard to believe that beauty is possible. But God specializes in impossible transformations. He takes what looks like an ending and turns it into a beginning. He takes what feels like failure and uses it as foundation. He takes your ashes and creates something beautiful. If these words have brought even a small spark of hope to your heart today, I invite you to subscribe for daily scripture comfort and promises of peace. And remember, you don't have to carry your disappointments alone. The one who promises beauty for ashes is walking with you, even now, especially now. May you rest tonight knowing that your ashes are not your final story. Beauty is coming.